Hello my friends, hello again and welcome back to Pensando Inglés. Today we have another intermediate level English video, and it was a couple weeks ago I made a video called How to Be a Man, which was tips for young guys, things that I've learned from living this life, things that I've learned as a father, from relationships, from friendships, from my role models, whether they were role models by doing good things or doing bad things, people who I learned from. I was giving tips to young men on how to become the good, strong men of character that we need in this world. So today, I'm going to talk about the other side of that coin. Yes, the world needs strong men of character, but guess what? Just as importantly, we need good women of class, intelligence, wisdom, all right? Just as badly as we need good men, we need good women of character as well. So today I'm going to tell you guys, I can't call this video How to Be a Woman because I'm not a woman. But what I can tell you is these are the things that I will teach a daughter if I have a daughter one day. These are the lessons that I will be trying to raise her by so that she can be a woman who thinks for herself, doesn't follow society, doesn't do whatever Facebook and Instagram tells her to do. That's one thing that is very, very important for women these days. Ladies, you need to learn how to think for yourselves and don't trust social media, okay? Because it's propaganda. I'm going to talk about that a little bit later. But the first thing that, in my opinion, you need to be a woman of character, okay? And these are skills for adults in general, okay? Learn to say no and learn to say what you want and need, okay? These are so important, and a lot of people never learn these lessons, okay? First, learning to say no. It means not doing things that you don't want to do, okay? Now, a lot of times, say we're in a relationship, say you're a young woman and you're in a relationship with a guy and he's trying to get you to do something. We all know what guys try and get girls to do, okay? But you don't want to do it, but you don't know how to say no. So you end up doing something that you didn't want to do, and then later you feel terrible about it, okay? I don't want my future daughter to ever have that experience, so I'm going to teach her how to say no. Guys, saying no is such an important skill that we have to work on in order to be a strong, independent, and free individual, okay? You can't please everybody. You can't make everybody happy. But one thing you can do is try your best to make decisions that will make you happy, okay? And the decisions that will bring you true happiness, peace, and freedom are usually the ones that are going to be the hardest to make, okay? Sometimes it's very difficult to say no, but saying no is so important, and we need that in this day and age. We need to be able to say no to our kids. We need to be able to say no to our partners if they're trying to force us into something that we know isn't right. We need to be able to say no to our friends when they're trying to get us to do drugs or do something that we know is against our values. And we need to learn how to say no to ourselves, okay? To cravings, to addictions, to things that we know are not going to help us. So learning how to say no is super important, and you got to work on it, guys. I have a video called The Power of Saying No, or something like that, if you want to look through my videos. I know there's a million of them, but it's very valuable. The next part of that is to learn how to say what you want and what you need. This is another one, guys. Let me tell you something that happens quite often in relationships, and I've learned this from reading certain books like Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus, The 5 Love Languages, and I think the 4 Agreements touched on this too. A lot of times we have things in our mind that we want so bad from our husband or our wife or our boyfriend or girlfriend, from friends, co-workers, whatever it is. But if you don't tell them, they can't read your mind, okay? So you're never going to get it. And then you're just going to be upset with them, but that's not fair. Because if you didn't tell them, you didn't express it and make it be known what you want and what you need, how can they ever even try to please you? So especially in relationships, guys, this one is so important. This has been a huge advantage in my marriage. Once me and my wife found this out and started to practice it and express these things that we want and need from each other, we love each other, guys. So if we know what the other one wants, we try our best to do it. But if my wife's sitting there and she's just mad because I didn't clean up after myself, if I made a big mess and I just left it, and she's mad but she doesn't tell me why, I'm not gonna go clean it, or I'm not gonna try and do better next time. But if she comes to me with love and says, hey, it would be very special to me if when you made a mess in the kitchen, you cleaned it up, because I had to work today too, and it's really stressful to come home to a mess. If she tells me that with honesty and love and respect, I get it, and I will try my best to be better about it. So this one is very important for men and women. We have to express ourselves, guys. We have to let people know what we're thinking. And if you tell your partner over and over what you need from them and they don't do it, they can't give that to you, or they refuse to give it to you, then maybe that's the wrong partner. But if you're not telling them, you can't be mad at them for not reading your mind. Okay, ladies? Sometimes you ladies have a problem with that. You get mad at us because we can't read your mind. Just kidding, guys. This is not a sexist video. I'm not trying to say women make these mistakes and men don't. The point of this video is to share some things that I've observed and noticed that I think can really help young women out, because I want to see young men do well, and I want to see young women do well as well, because I love women. I'm not a guy who is like Andrew Tate, who tries to use women. I think that is a weakness in itself. We don't need that kind of men in the world either. So I'm just trying to give little pieces of advice that I would give to my own daughter that I think would help her to grow up to be a woman of character and dignity. So I hope that some of these things can help you ladies out as well. All right, this next one. Some of you may be very upset with me about this one, okay? This one can quite upset some women, but it's true. A good man, the man who you want to be with, will think that you are so much more beautiful when you dress with class. Okay? This means not showing everything, okay? If you're wearing a dress, not one that shows all this, okay? Not one like that, showing your cosas, all right? Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm getting a call from my work. I'll be right back. Okay, guys. Sorry about that little interruption, but I got a call from my boss. I was supposed to work tonight, a midnight shift, but he said that I was approved to use 2 of my vacation days, so I get to spend tonight with my family. I'm about to have a happy little wife. Okay, so as I was saying, guys, it is so much more beautiful for women to dress with class, okay? To me and to a lot of other men of character, good men who I have spoken with, it is way more attractive to see a woman wearing clothes than trying to show all of her things, okay? Because obviously men love to see a beautiful woman's body, but a man wants a woman who is going to show that to him and not the whole world, okay? And ladies, the world we live in, social media, TV, movies, they attack us with their propaganda and their ideas, okay? They're trying to make men weak, and they're trying to take away something from you that is very beautiful, your class, your dignity, your innocence. So don't let them, all right? A woman with class is strong, okay? Because she's brave enough to be different from the rest of the world, all right? And a woman who is brave enough to do what other people will say is not normal because they've been poisoned by these bad ideas, that is a strong woman, okay? That is an independent woman because she thinks independently. And that is the kind of woman that good men will take seriously for a wife. Okay? That's a beautiful thing. And that is the kind of woman that the Bible, Proverbs, was talking about when they said that a wise woman is worth more than the finest jewels and silver. Okay, let's see. So ladies, I'm telling you, nothing is more beautiful than a woman who has good taste and good fashion, but who covers herself with class. Okay, that is beauty. Next, this one is huge. Social media is fake. None of it is real, all right? Don't believe the videos that you see because it is propaganda. Propaganda. Don't believe posts that you see from celebrities because they are propagandists, okay? Celebrities get paid by huge companies to push these ideas on us, the normal people, because we will go out and buy their garbage, all right? So these celebrities, when they're posting things, they're not posting genuinely. They're being paid to advertise, okay? It's all to sell garbage products and to push ideas, okay? Don't believe it. Don't even believe the things you see from your friends on social media, because it's human nature to only put the good things, okay? People don't share the bad parts of the relationship. They only show the cute things they do with their husband and their wife. So don't believe it if you see somebody with a perfect life. I've got a couple people like that I've seen on Facebook, and I know them in real life. I'm like, wow, somebody would think, they would have the complete wrong impression if they only saw their social media. Not that there's anything wrong with that, with showing the good things, but the problem is, don't believe it. Okay? Social media it's not real. It's not the real world, and you can't really get to know somebody from it. So, and that it really includes celebrities. We all say a lot of things about celebrities, we idolize them, but now, especially nowadays, a lot of dirty secrets are coming out about celebrities. So that's something to keep in mind, okay? All right. This one is huge. And this one also might upset some people who have bought into a lot of these ideas, okay? So, as I said before, strength, real strength, is being courageous enough to do the things that go against the crowd, go against the masses, okay? If everybody's doing drugs but you're brave enough to say no, that is strength, that is courage, that is character, okay? If everybody is wearing clothes that make them look like a lady of the night, but you dress with class and taste, that makes you a strong, courageous woman and a free thinker. So let me tell you something, and my wife and I have talked about this, okay? Modern feminism is just propaganda, all right? And let me explain this, okay? So the beginnings of the feminist movement, all right? Women should be allowed to vote. Women should be allowed to have the same rights as men. Women should have every opportunity that men have, okay? Obviously. I agree with that, obviously. If I didn't agree with those things, I'd be a bad person, right? As I said before, I love women. Women deserve to have everything that they want to have, every opportunity that they want to have. Okay, if they want to pursue a certain career, they should have that, obviously. They should be able to vote. If they want to make their voice heard on a political level, of course, run for office, things like that. Obviously, guys. But modern feminism, social media feminism, has some secret agendas, okay? And it's sponsored by some evil people, all right? Who do you think runs the publishing companies that print these books on these ideas? Okay, who do you think creates these shows? Who owns these TV studios who push all these ideas? Who do you think owns Netflix? Do you think it's a good group of people who care about us, or do you think it's people who are trying to make money off of us? Okay, so I'm gonna go a little deeper into 2 lies that modern feminism is pushing, that a lot of young women are believing completely without even questioning them, and that in the future are going to completely destroy their happiness. Okay, I've seen it. And now the age that I'm at, 32, so I interact with people from mid-20s to 40s, and I'm seeing that the people who believed these ideas in their early 20s and thought, oh, how great, yeah, let's, feminism and toxic masculinity and things like that. Now that they're getting older, they're changing and they're waking up. They're seeing, oh, these things were not true. I was sold lies. I was pushed into these paths that were not beneficial to me. So let me talk about the 2 big things that I really want to talk about that modern feminism is pushing and trying to make cool, that are not cool at all and are only hurting you. So I try my best to keep everything here on the channel family friendly because I know I have younger viewers, but I'm going to talk about something right now. I'm not going to use any bad language, but it is a bit of an adult subject, okay? So let's see. If you're younger than 16, you probably shouldn't listen to this part, okay? So let's get started. The modern feminist view of sex. Okay, sex. So they try to make it cool for women to have sex with as many people as they want, without connections, without relationships. They say, oh, it's okay if you're at a concert to meet a guy and hook up with him, and then do the same thing next weekend, okay? And I'm not against sex. Sex is a beautiful thing between 2 people that care about each other. But let me tell you the problems that these type of women find when they get to the age of 30 and further, okay? At that time, they start to want to settle down. They want to have a real relationship with a good man, a good, successful, strong man of character. And they want to have kids. But the problem is, no man who is wise, who is strong, who has character, wants to be with a woman who gave herself to so many different men for free, okay? A relationship is an investment, and no smart investor wants to invest in something that other people get for free. Now, let me tell you, the most beautiful thing that a woman has in her soul, her essence, is her innocence, okay? That is the most pure and beautiful thing that a woman has, her innocence. And every time you give yourself to a different man without feelings, without a relationship, without respect, you're giving away a piece of your innocence, a piece of your soul, a piece of your heart, and you don't get it back, all right? And now it's sad, but there's a lot of people, men and women, who by the time they're 25 years old, they've had, 50, 60 sexual partners. You've given your heart and pieces of your soul to a lot of people, and you're not getting it back. You can't get that innocence back. So, guys, I'm not trying to be like a pastor and say, oh, you have to save yourself for marriage, because, I've been married for 6 months and I have an 8-year-old son, so you can do the math. But, guys, this is something I wish I knew a long time ago. Sex, for one, it's a million times better with somebody who cares about you, who knows your body, who knows your mind and your heart and your needs. It's a million times better, much more enjoyable, much safer, and it's spiritually healthy, okay? When you have sex with your husband, because I'm talking to the women, but of course for men, whatever it may be, if you have sex with your partner who you care about, you're giving that innocence, that soul, that piece of your heart, but you're not throwing it away to someone you're never going to see again. You're giving it to somebody, and he's giving you his, and it's combining and bringing you closer and building something beautiful. okay? Building a bond that can last forever or can lead to beautiful things. And guys, ladies, there's things that I wish I had not done, okay? A lot of the problems that I've had in my life have been from being with women who I didn't love, all right? And I knew in my heart that they were wrong, that I shouldn't be around this person. I shouldn't be talking to this person, okay? But the world told me that it's cool to hook up, okay? That to be a cool guy, you need to go be with as many women as you can. The world told me that, all right? So if I could be around a beautiful woman and have fun, I thought that was what I was supposed to do. And those were terrible mistakes. So just be careful who you give yourself to, men and women, okay? It's all fun and games until you get a disease that can't be cured, until you have a child with somebody who runs away from you, or until you reach a later age in your life and now you want to settle down and have a family, but nobody will take you seriously because you were a strong woman in your past and you gave yourself to so many people that now nobody can trust you. Because you can't trust somebody who has given themselves to so many other people. You can't trust that they will be loyal to you for the rest of their life, okay? So something to think about. And let me tell you something. Don't hear what I'm saying, and just because it doesn't go with what you've been taught, what Netflix has programmed into your brain, what social media tells you, don't let it make you angry. Think about it. Because that's perhaps one of the scariest things of this time, is that we can't even hear. We cannot accept and think about thoughts that go against what we've been programmed by propaganda, okay? We hear the opposing idea. Say we're a Democrat and we hear a Republican talking, we can't even listen to them because it crashes with our ideas. So we immediately get mad. You're bad, you're evil. No, don't do that. That is mental slavery, okay? Be a free man or woman. Be a free thinker. Listen to what they have to say, okay? Listen to what I'm saying right now and use your heart. Use your heart. Does your heart, not the brain that these evil corporations have been programming since we were, 2 and 3 years old. Use your heart, use your soul, reflect on it. Does it sound true? I think it does. I think anybody who's honest with themselves knows that they shouldn't be giving themselves away, because that's a beautiful gift. Your body, your heart, your affection, that's beautiful. Ladies, that's a gift from God, okay? Your feminine touch, it's a divine and beautiful thing, and you should value that, okay? That's a treasure that you have. You're just throwing a treasure. I'm not saying you are, but I'm saying if you're giving yourself to all these people, you're just throwing away your treasure. But if you hold on to it and save it for the right time and then invest it at the right place, that treasure will become a fortune, okay? And when I say a fortune, I mean a healthy relationship that will be growth, mental, emotional, spiritual growth, okay? Don't give your treasure away, ladies, all right? Because it's a valuable thing. So value yourself, all right? They're trying to take away your self-worth, your self-esteem, your dignity. They're trying to steal that from you. And when I say they, I mean these evil people who are programming us with series and shows and the little advertisements in social media when you're scrolling. This is all stuff that's aimed at our brains to redefine the way that we think. They're trying to make us think that bad things are good and good things are bad. So listen to what I just said with your heart, and tell me down below, ladies, if you're a young woman or a woman who's experienced these things, tell me in the comments, is what I'm saying ring true to you, or does it upset you? Do you think that I'm lying? Do you think that I have it wrong? Or can you accept, can you hear these things and hear the truth in them, okay? Because that's all I'm trying to do is share some truth. But what do I know? I'm just some guy sitting in a car on the other side of the earth, all right? But I will tell you one thing. I have lived many lives in these 32 years, and I've seen many things. All right, the second part of feminism, modern feminism. An idea that they have tried to push on you ladies is that the most important thing in your lives is your career, okay? They want you to think that in order to be a success and to be a strong woman, you have to go to college, for one, and there's nothing wrong with education, but they want you to go to college and then work hard, get this profession, work hard, work all these extra hours, hustle, and put everything else on the back burner. Don't worry about getting married. Don't worry about having children. Don't worry about anything else, your health, your mental health. No, focus it all on your career so that you can be a boss chick. Okay? Go, queen. This is huge propaganda, guys. There's nothing wrong with trying hard to have a good, successful career, getting an education and bettering yourself. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is these people will have you believe that the most important thing in your life is your career. That's not true for men or women, okay? So, why do you think that these people are telling you that? Why are they trying to make it that the most important thing for a young woman is a career instead of thinking about a family, instead of trying to become emotionally, mentally, and spiritually healthy? Why are they telling you hustle, hustle, hustle? They're creating slaves, esclavos, o en este caso esclavas. Guys, let me tell you something. In the 60s, before all this started, they could only tax impuestos. They could only tax half of the population. Then these geniuses, these evil geniuses thought, wait a minute, what if we push all the women into the workforce and then we could tax them too? Guys, let me tell you something. I don't know about other countries. Maybe the country where you live is still much more traditional, okay? Maybe your dad goes out to work and your mom stayed and took care of the house. But here we all have to work, and this is by design. They made houses cost so much that you can no longer afford to have a house on one income, so mom has to work, dad has to work, all right? And the government takes taxes. They take 33% of dad's money, and that's not enough for the government. No, 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 no. So they also take 33% of mom's money. And also, when they tell you go to college for these careers that could take 4 years, 6 years, 8 years of school, guys, I don't know anybody. I personally do not know anybody who paid for their school, who went in there and spent $40,000 in cash to pay for their degree. Everybody I know took out a loan, okay? A loan, préstamo. So, these loans, people are paying interest. Okay, my sister owes like $90,000 to the government, all right? And the government will approve you for a student loan, but they will not approve you for a business loan. Why is that? Because they don't want people to open businesses and truly be successful. They want slaves that will work so that they can tax them. So think about that the next time your boss tells you, hey, I need you to come in on Saturday. Oh, I don't care if it's your sister's birthday party. I don't care if your mom's in the hospital. Guys, jobs are not the most important thing in the world. Family is. Love is. All right? Helping other people is. If you're one of the people who's blessed enough to enjoy your job and your job allows you to help people, I'm jealous of you. And that's a beautiful thing. But the truth is, they sell us these dreams. They tell us, oh, if we go to school, we get the student loan, we work hard, then finally we'll find success. But the problem is you go through these years of schooling, you spend all this money, and when you finally get there, you realize, wait a minute, where's my success? Where's my happiness? Okay? And then by that time you're 35, you haven't had a real quality relationship. Okay, you don't have anything of real value in your life. all you have is a job that stresses you out and tons of money that you owe to the government in the form of a student loan. All right. That was all I had, ladies and gentlemen, because I hope that some men are watching and listening as well, so that they can help to guide the women in their lives, because that's what it's all about, is learning and helping one another, okay? So talk to your sister, men. Talk to your daughter. Teach her to be a strong woman. If you're a father to a daughter, raise her to think for herself, okay? Because if we don't teach these kids, the world is going to teach them, and the world is going to teach them wrong. So that's just the thoughts of some guy sitting in a car in the rain on the other side of the world. All right. So, ladies, be strong. Think for yourselves. Be women of class and dignity. All right? And know that your love, the love that you have in your heart, is a gift. It's a treasure. Don't give it to just anyone. Give it to someone who loves you and someone you love, someone who will respect you, see you as an equal, and cherish you. That's my final thought, my final message to the young ladies watching this. Les quiero un montón. Como siempre, muchísimas gracias por ver. Nos vemos pronto.